What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So how are you guys doing? I am doing fine. Um, yes. Yes, Jabria, are you smart? Yes. Let me tell you something. If you ain't never seen them videos, you have got to watch those videos. That shit is funny with them little kids. Okay. Mama said Africa was at work, okay? But anyway, let's just get into this video. I hope everything has been going well with everyone. Everything has been going well with me. I'm feeling so much better. Let me just put this out. And this may be a little too much information for some people, but I don't even know if I mentioned this, but I had to mention it again if I did. So excuse me if I have. With this gallbladder surgery or whatever and having it removed, some of y'all told me in the comments that, you know, my bowels will be going, like the food and everything is just flow right through you a lot. Bitch, I thought y'all was playing. Okay, I really thought y'all was playing. I thought that was like, you know, a different type of case person or whatever. Maybe this person, maybe that person, and then it'll skip or whatever. I don't know. Like, I didn't think it would happen to me. I thought y'all was playing. God damn, bitch, I'm tired of it. Okay, I'm like, maybe I need to go put my thing back up in there so I can go regularly, because this bitch, I can't hold nothing. I can't hold nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? Licky booty shit ass. What the fuck? Anyway, I just want to put that out there. Y'all was correct. Y'all was correct. I'm experiencing that. That's like the only side effect that I'm having from the surgery. But other than that, I'm able to eat whatever I want. It's just flowing right through me, but I still changed up my diet. So, you know, I've been changed it up, and, you know, I have lost a few pounds, which is on the plus side. You know, literally that first, like within that first couple of days, maybe 3-4 days, maybe 3, I had lost 5 pounds because I barely was eating, you know what I'm saying? But I have lost a couple more, you know, probably a few more since then. And that's a plus on there because it is making me aware of what I eat. And, you know, as soon as I'm still getting a little irritation in my belly button, womb, whatever, you know, it's not hurting, it's just irritating a little bit. You know, it feel a little pull here, feel a little pull there. But other than that, I'm waiting for that to go away so I can fully do the workouts that I want to do. But I'm good. I'm good. I hope y'all been great. Listen, let me tell you something. It snowed out here a couple of days ago, and I was really upset. I said spring is supposed to be starting this weekend. What is going on, sis? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Because it's distracting. I was really scared. I was really in my feelings. I was like, what is going on? And then it looked like ice at first, but then when I woke up the next day, it was melted. I said, what was the point? They said, bitch, it's still winter. It's still winter. We gonna squeeze all the little winter that we got out of it, okay? But anyway, I have 2 YouTubers that I want you guys to check out. Scholarly Talk on Life. Scholarly Talk on Life. She has a YouTube channel. I know one of her current YouTube videos that's doing really well right about now for her is, you know, her review on the Sister Soldier book, Life After Death. Baby, I'm so scared at this point to actually go get that book, you know, and it's like, should I just put it on hold at work? Because from what I've been seeing, let's say I've seen 100 reviews. About 95 of them reviews say that the book sucks. And I am so disappointed in that. And these are people that actually like readers, you know what I'm saying, and enjoyed the first book. They said that the second book, this sequel to Coldest Winter Ever, is not hitting it, okay? I'm scared. I'm scared. But if you read the book, tell me how y'all felt about it, okay? And also check out Jbsayzwhat, and that says with a Z. You know, Jbsayzwhat. First of all, you will see him in the comments. He probably gonna be the first one down there in the comments that's gonna be like, what's up, y'all? Hey, girl, and all that stuff. Make sure y'all check out his YouTube channel. And I'm shouting him out because he's always like, no matter what video I put up, he's probably the first or second person that's going to comment and share the video. So, you know, just to throw the support back that he's always thrown to me, make sure you guys check out his YouTube channel and show some love. Let's get into this video. Y'all got y'all stimulus check? Y'all got y'all stimulus check? Man, I ain't even finna stress myself out over mines because, you know, some of y'all got y'all today, okay? And first of all, happy St. Patrick's Day to, you know, those who celebrate. You know, I don't know why black people get hype over it. I guess it's just a drink, but we drink every other day anyway, so it don't matter. But, you know, happy St. Patrick's Day to those who celebrate, you know. But you know, they said that the stimulus check, because he signed a bill for $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill into law. That meant 1,400 checks, $300 a week jobless benefits, child allowances up to $3,600 for 1 year, $125 billion for kindergarten to 12th grade school, $30 billion for public transit, $25 billion for rental assistance, $14 billion for vaccine distribution, you know. And the stimulus was supposed to go out. Some people had already seen theirs, but the bulk of the stimulus is supposed to go out and hit direct deposit today. And some of y'all asses been acting a fool, okay? Y'all done got y'all shit, you know, and I ain't even saying nothing about it because I already know my shit ain't coming direct deposit. I really don't understand why mine won't come direct deposit. When I file my taxes, and if I get a refund, I get it through direct deposit. My address has not changed, but I always get it in the mail, a paper check. You know, the first stimulus, it took like over a month to get here. The second little $600 stimulus, it took probably a couple of weeks or so to get here. It took less of time than the first one. So I don't know when I will be receiving mine. So I'm not gonna stress about it. I'm not hurting for anything, thank God. But I do know that this is a blessing for a lot of people who have been in need of it. It would have been better if it was the $2,000, but it's the $600 plus the $1,400 that equals that $2,000 that we was initially trying to get. You know, so he's just giving us the rest of the $1,400 to equal that $2,000. But you know, I'm thinking they giving the dependents, if you have a dependent, you know, you get $1,400 for that person as well. Damn, my mama got $2,800. I'm finna hit her up. Mama, give me $50. Bitch, text her. Give me $50. Can I borrow $50? I am finna ask her. Let me text her. I can't even text her because my phone right here. Girl, I'm gonna text her when I get over here and be like, girl, did you get your stimulus? Girl, we be plotting. But anyway, yeah, so that's happening, and I hope this can help out. You know, truth be told, this is something that a lot of people, especially during this pandemic, we are 1 year into this pandemic, okay? And truth be told, we should have been getting something monthly. If not, most of us that don't really need it, which we could have just put it aside, but it's way more American lives, American people that need this stimulus, that need government assistance, that need relief. You know, they lost their jobs, they're losing their business, the businesses going on hiatus. You know, they can't pay their bills, they can't afford to pay their rent, can't afford to buy food for their family and for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Things are so up in limbo at this point, and you know, people just need assistance, and the kindest and most humanistic thing would have been to do something monthly, whether or monthly or something. You know, just if it was 500 monthly, or that ain't much, that ain't enough, but it would have been something. It's some countries that literally was out here doing that, giving their, you know, people stuff monthly, and we just 1,200 here, then 6+ months later, you know, 600 gonna break that shit in half, and now we get the 14. Like, it's, you know, I'm just glad that Biden got this sign. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm glad. Please, I mean, I ain't gonna tell, let me shut up, because I'm not gonna tell y'all what y'all need to do with y'all stimulus, okay? If y'all want to ball out with it, ball out with it, but I just want y'all to do what y'all feel y'all need to do, and to be, you know, be mindful of it, okay? Because I truly don't feel like we getting another stimulus. I truly don't feel like we are, okay? I think this is it. This is it. Here I stand. On the line of the... That's Michael Jackson. Y'all don't know. That's Michael Jackson, okay? I gotta watch that. I haven't watched that in a minute. This is why we rehearsed. Let me tell you something. Michael was pissed off. They was getting it wrong and everything, and he was trying to be kind with it by saying, this is why we rehearsed. You know, I'm just doing it with love, okay? Everything was doing it with love, so he can let you know I'm a little pissed, but I'm not gonna show you. That was my man. But anyway, next thing that we want to talk about, girl, Stacey Dash. Okay. But before we get into that, let's just talk about the whole thing that's really been popping recently, and it's about Asian American, or Asian hate, period, that's been going on, hate crimes that's been happening. We got this, it's been going around, and the hashtag has been going around. I've been seeing it on my timeline for a minute now, but sparingly here and there. And I knew something like this was going to happen, given that you had an idiot that was in the White House prior to the president that's in the White House now, that literally took a whole virus and made it, basically said it was the Chinese virus, okay, and the China virus, and not doing it, did it in a derogatory way, knowing that. And I said it's derogatory because that we are in this heightened sense of racial tension, and how your base is. So you put this out here deliberately so that it can cause hate, so it can cause confliction, so it can cause people to get hurt. And that's exactly what it's doing. You know what I'm saying? People are getting attacked because of their background, because of the fact that they're Asian descent, because of just pure hatred, pure stupidity, pure racism. You know what I'm saying? It's just the same way when 9/11 happened, and a lot of Middle Eastern people were getting attacked and misjudged, because Islamic people were getting, and Muslims were getting misjudged and attacked just because of what happened. You know what I'm saying? Because of what extremists did. And so they all got lumped into one group. This is exactly what's going on, like that, okay? And I understand that some people, especially black people, are gonna say, well, this what we've been going through. And sometimes, and there have been cases where we've known that some Asian people have not been very favorable to black people. They have been very negative and participated in some hate of black people. But two wrongs don't make a right. Okay, you could be the better person and say, regardless, that this don't need to happen because they didn't bring this on themselves. It was brought upon them, and it's unfortunate. And then it escalated to a couple of days ago. Was it yesterday or a couple of days ago? I'm not particularly sure, but it was this week, where down in Atlanta, 3 massage parlors got shot up, and 8 I was about to say Chinese. I don't know their, nationality. I just know they're of Asian descent. 8 Asian women got killed, murdered in cold blood by a 21-year-old white man, okay? A 21-year-old white man. And what makes it so upsetting is to hear the sheriff basically say and try to pacify the situation and somewhat sympathize with this person, because the sheriff, they clocked his tea too. Found a Facebook post that he put up, because he put up a this propaganda with these t-shirts that had the China virus, COVID-19, trying to make it say it's from China and all that stuff, or whatever, t-shirt merchandise and all this shit. So we get exactly why he's feeling the way that he's feeling, and he's trying to sympathize with this. He really don't care, okay? That's what it seems as though. You don't care about the loss of life, okay? And the fact that these women, these people, they did absolutely nothing but be themselves. And then you're not trying to say that it's a hate crime, trying to say that the man just had a bad day and he acted out, and then he wants to admit and say he has a sexual addiction and he did it because of the porn industry and he's against the porn, and he's a fucking incel, okay? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I said, you gotta be kidding me. And I think they said he had planned to do more, if he hadn't got caught. He had planned to do more. I'm just sitting here like, this is ridiculous. Like, in the middle of a pandemic, you are out here acting a total asshole because you can't control yourself, For what reason? And you out here, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It was a hate crime. That was fucking domestic terrorism, if you ask me, okay? That's what it was, you know what I'm saying? Done by another what? White man, okay? That's what's been going on. That seems to be the theme in this country, you know what I'm saying? But they want to make everybody else out to be the bad guy. But yeah, who's out here doing all these mass shootings and stuff like that? Exactly, you know? It's just ridiculous, and I just pray for healing for this country. I just pray for healing for this country. Like, you can't even go to, the officials that's supposed to serve and protect you, because you don't know if they're harboring, prejudicial bigotry, racial thoughts and feelings and stuff, and it shouldn't be that way. But this is what this country was built on. This is what this country has been, for centuries. So, millennial, it's just tiring. We shouldn't have to go through this shit. Speaking of the Trump shit, Stacey Dash. Girl, I will never forget when Dustin Ross tweeted and said Stacey Dash looked like an ankle. Woo! Bitch, in the picture that he had tweeted, she looked like somebody's ankle, bitch. Girl, because of that nose and everything. I said, what in the hoopio? But anyway, no. Stacey Dash, girl, I ain't got no I don't see it for you, sis. I'm sorry, you fucked yourself, okay? This goes to show, like, people really don't think about the long-term game. And I tell you guys this all the time. You cannot just think short-term. You have to think long-term. Don't think about what just can benefit you right now. You have to think about, how does this benefit me now, and how is it going to affect and benefit me in the future and long down the road, okay? So let me team up with a hateful president or whatever, and let me go so hard. Let me be used by Fox News, as she said she was being used by Fox News as the, playing into the stereotype of the angry black woman. You know what I'm saying? And let me spew all this hate and whatever. Remember when she said it shouldn't be no Black History Month? Bitch, I was like, Stacey, what the fuck? I said, and you Damon Dash cousin? You Damon Dash? That nigga street. And what happened to you? I mean, you ain't got to be street, but damn, bitch. What happened to you? Next thing you know, since the last time I heard anything about Stacey Dash, she was getting divorced from her husband because, they got into it. I think she was beating his ass or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The white man that she always with. And I was just like, I just can't see her with a black man. I'm sorry. I really can't. It's just some black folks that you look at, and I know it's prejudgment, but it's just some black folks that you look at and you be like, I just don't see. When you see them with a white person, you just be like, yeah, I can see how that happened, because I just don't see that you the type that'll go for a black person. Am I the only one that has them feelings? Like, I'm just being honest, and I'm not trying to be rude, not trying to be offensive or anything like that, but that's just how I be seeing things. But yeah, girl, talking about she gonna give Biden a chance, and the tipping point for her was really what happened on January 6th. I said, oh, that was the tipping point, baby? I said, oh, not everything else that was being said, you was cool with that? Okay. Bitch, my lips. I ain't said this in a long time. Girl. All right. Anyway, girl, yeah, that's what was going on with that. And she tried to get back into Hollywood, but she thinks she blacklisted. Yes, bitch, you are. Okay? Girl, the only Hollywood that you truly was in was Black Hollywood. And Black Hollywood don't want that. Okay? And when I say Black Hollywood, that's like straight to DVD. You can't even get a BT movie, bitch. Okay? And some of them BT movies be good as shit. I ain't even gonna lie, because I get caught up in them sometimes. The TV just be on the channel, and I be sitting here like, girl, what is this? Oh, okay. And a couple of the movies on BT Plus. I ain't even gonna lie, and that ain't even no plug. They be cute. They be cute. You know what I'm saying? I be like, I see why this never came out in theater, but it's good enough for me to watch on TV. I ain't got shit else to do. But girl, yeah, let me tell you something. One of the good movies that I actually like Stacey Dash in, I ain't even gonna lie, Gang of Roses, okay? That movie was dumb as shit, but I love that movie. That's when, if it ever came on TV and I found it on the streaming service, I would sit there and watch it just like this. Like I ain't never watched that shit before. Like it's the best thing on. You got Lisa Ray, Lil Kim, Stacey Dash, Monica Calhoun, and some other people, bitch. I don't know what the Asian lady name was, but she was badass in it too. I was like, okay, cool, you know. But bitch, you done fucked it up. Dion, you done fucked it up. Okay, moving on from that. Congratulations to Rihanna, okay? Rihanna out here making boss move and continue to be the mogul that she is. I don't know if I mentioned this before. It sounded like I did, but I don't know if I didn't. But if I didn't, bitch, here I go. I'm finna repeat it. She out here trademarking Fenty. She had trademarked Fenty hair. Bitch, let me find out if she throws some extensions in there, some weaves or whatever, but it's like gonna be, you know, hair products and stuff like that. Mama's just a businesswoman. A businesswoman. Like, I'm just really here for it. Okay. You know, just keep on snatching up all the coins because we ain't getting no music. Oh, okay. On Thursday, well, this was last week. A judge had reinstated the third-degree charge of murder against the former officer David Chauvin, who you know, actually killed George Floyd, you know, for his murder, and he's already facing second-degree unintentional murder charges and second-degree manslaughter. And his jury selection for his trial took place last week, and it's scheduled to start on the 29th, at the end of this month. And, you know, they did say that the city did award, or the state did award, the family of George Floyd $27 million. Which scares me and makes me nervous, because if you can give out that amount of money, you know, it feels as though, like a lot of people said, that he might get off on some extra charge, and if he get jail time, he's not going to get the amount of time that he is supposed to get. And that makes me nervous after all of this. I just don't want them to fuck it up, because I truly feel like some stuff is probably going to pop off again. It's probably going to make, and summertime is about to come around too. This is spring. It's about to get good weather, you know, and people out here getting vaccinated, and, you know, yeah, ain't nothing stopping people now. I mean, COVID didn't stop them from doing the protesting and all that stuff when it happened initially. It's nothing really stopping them right now, because, bitch, they don't care about COVID. Let me tell y'all something. I went and took my vaccine, okay? The process. Speaking of, sis, we're just gonna parlay into that. I took my vaccination, the first dose. I got the Pfizer vaccine. I took it Monday. We have different stages out here in Illinois, and they was trying to get basically all the non-essential and essential public workers, you know, to get vaccinated in one of those stages. And that we're in the stage where, because I work with the city, and with the city, that means like the streets of sanitation, the Chicago Public Library System, the Chicago Police Department, Chicago Fire Department, you know, stuff like that. That entity, that realm, you know, we all had this particular, it's our time to, you know, go get vaccinated. And so I signed up through my job, and I was able to go down to the place to go get it. And like I said, I got the Pfizer shot, and they ask you all these questions or whatever to make sure that you're okay, you know, and then they ask you what arm you want it in, and then they shoot you up and have you sit down for like 15, 20, 30 minutes, you know, to see if there's any side effects that'll happen, if you're good to go. Schedule you for your next appointment if you didn't take your second dose yet. And my next appointment is on April 5th at 10 o'clock, you know, it's for the second dose. And I was fine. I don't know. I did have a headache, but I had a headache the day before that never really went away. So I don't know if it was from the shot or if it was from that. But either way, I took some pills and I took a nap, and bitch, I was fine. Okay. The only thing that I had was for like maybe, and I didn't even notice. I only noticed when I woke up, because I was laying on my arm, was a little soreness in my arm where they, you know, gave me the shot. And it's just like a flu shot. Any type of shot that you get in your muscle or whatever, you're gonna have some soreness afterwards, and that's what happened, And it wasn't no throbbing soreness. Like, I didn't even notice until I touched it, and I had to really press down on it for it to hurt. Sometimes I do stupid shit like that just to see, you know what I'm saying? And other than that, I didn't feel nothing, okay? Like, it don't even feel like nothing happened now, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool. I just been hearing stories about that second shot that's probably gonna put me out on my ass, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. Bitch, I'm probably, I hope I'll be able to stay on schedule. If y'all don't see me that day, because that's a Monday. Do I have anything to review on Monday? Bitch, if you don't see me that Tuesday, girl, that's probably because I'm out on my ass, okay? They say you probably might get some chills, might get a fever, might just fatigued and shit. Bitch, I'm not ready, but I'm ready. I'm like, just bring it on. I would take that over anything at this point. You know what I'm saying? They say it's just, probably 12 hours, 24 hours or whatever, and then it'd be out. It's like a 24-hour bug or something like that. So if I have any of those I will let I will let you guys know. Okay? Because somebody wanted me to update y'all on the vaccine process and all that stuff. Like, it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I feel fine. I ain't glitch, you know what I'm saying? Just had a little slight headache that I probably had the day before, but other than that, it was cool. Moving on from that, congratulations to First Lady Michelle Obama. She was inducted. She will be inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame, the official ceremony will take place in October. Congratulations are in order to Marsai Martin. Mama is really out here doing it, and I love it. I love it. Like, she was the youngest executive producer when she did her movie. Like, she came from Blackish, you know. Miss Diane came from Blackish, went on to do her own movie and be the executive producer of it, and one of the youngest to do so. And now she got her own show that she's executive producing on Disney Channel called Saturdays, you know. And I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it and support it. I gotta support the good sis. You know what I'm saying? I'm so proud of her. Girl, I be proud of people that I don't even know. Girl, I just love seeing people reach their goals and their potential. And one of the main things that I really do love is when I see people who start off on the same platform that I am, YouTube, and they go on and they are writing for people, they are producing for people, or they're on TV and, they're doing movies and stuff like that. They're making music and they're being successful, and people are finally seeing their work. That and knowing that I was there from the beginning and was a supporter and seeing the growth and all that stuff, that makes me happy, I will say sometimes I do feel a way that I haven't reached the potential or the peak that I want to reach yet. But, like people say, things happen when they're supposed to happen, if they're supposed to happen. I can't judge my success with somebody else's success. And I will say stuff like that used to really get me down. I have to, we're human, okay? It used to get me down when I was depressed, and I told y'all about that a few weeks ago, which I'm glad that I got over it. I got through it, not over it. I got through it, and I noticed a difference because I'm in a much, much better place mentally right now. And like, that was one of my issues. Like, I just felt overlooked. I just felt invisible. You know what I'm saying? I was really hard on myself, and we can be our worst critics, okay? I just felt like I'm doing all of this, and I had some people and opportunities that came, and it's like, what next? And I'm trying, this networking thing is just, how does it work? Because obviously I'm not doing it right, because the people are not biting, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, certain people, people are watching, but it's like, reach out to you, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff. That used to get me down. That got me down. And I had to change my whole mindset for that. This is me being transparent, okay? And I know it happens to a lot of people because we are human. We are human. And, we don't want to judge our success or measure our success with other people and all that stuff. We shouldn't do it, but sometimes we do because, again, we're human, and that doesn't mean that we are, not supportive of that person or whatever, or wish them bad. We just, just can't wait for it to be our times, and it's understandable. You know what I'm saying? I just sometimes y'all be getting me on here and be bearing my soul, and I can see that I've grown because when I first started YouTube, I never was this candid and this open. If you and some of y'all can probably agree with me, I never was this open like this, and it would be really hard. I never been this open in my life like this. Truth be told, like if something was going on with me, I would never put it out there that I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling depressed or whatever. I would keep that stuff to myself and suffer in silence, and I shouldn't, and I've grown a lot, you guys. Anyway, let me get off of that. That was my testimony for the video. Okay. Okay, let's talk about the Grammys for a second. I did the whole video. Let me just say this. I don't understand. Okay, so The Weeknd, he got snubbed and all that stuff. I will say that The Weeknd did get snubbed. A lot of people got snubbed. I wanted Chloe and Halle to win an award, but they'll win an award when it's time. Obviously, it's not time. And The Weeknd said that he boycotting. He not submitting none of his music anytime soon to the Grammys ever. I said that's fine. If you feel like you need to do that, that's what you need to do. And that's where I don't understand about some of these big artists that goes to the Grammys or whatever, and they get all up in their feelings each and every year about not getting nominated for this or getting snubbed for this or losing to this. Why do you continue each year to complain and to talk shit about the Grammys, but yet you also continue to submit your music to the Grammys to be judged? You know what I'm saying? So why keep submitting your music if you keep on seeing that there's a pattern of bullshit that's going on? And I don't understand, why do these fans, okay, regular people that are not going home with the Grammy, none of these awards, why y'all up here doing all this debating and, being pissed off and just letting this shit get to you like it's really affecting your life? You not taking home no awards. You wasn't snubbed. You're just a fan, okay? That's it. It's not going to affect your life. And truth be told, it's not going to affect the artist's life because they're also, being Grammy nominated, being nominated for these awards also hold power. Just as, maybe actually winning will hold a little bit more, but it's power in actually just saying that you're nominated. You was a Grammy nominated person or an Oscar nominated person. And speaking of Oscar nomination, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need to stop. Stop that bullshit. Stop getting so overly involved. Like, if Beyonce didn't do what she did last week, this past Sunday, Ashley wouldn't give a fuck, because I'm gonna be quite honest. I wasn't expecting her to win. I wasn't expecting her to win for Black what is it called? Black Parade. I said, when I seen all them damn nominations for that damn song, I said, and mind you, I love the song. I'm probably one of the few that do. You know what I'm saying? Baby, I was sitting here like, but is it Grammy nominated? Is it Grammy awarded? Is it Grammy awarded? Like, is it worthy of a Grammy nomination? And they said, bitch, yeah. At least one award said yeah. And I said, oh, let me shut the fuck up. It don't affect. Why do we get so heavily involved? And it's not deep like that. Till this day, like, it's freaking Wednesday and people are still on my timeline talking about the Grammys. Like, let it the fuck go. It happened. You didn't get one. Let it move on. And I'm talking about regular folks that was never nominated or thought of. Okay, you don't do music, so let it go. Anyway, that and the Oscar nominations. Did I put that in there? Viola Davis, Chadwick Boseman, David Kula, Andra Day, Lakeith Stanfield, her. Let me just tell y'all this. Andra Day has gotten a Golden Globe nomination, won that, and now is Oscar nominated. And I hope she wins that. Because when I tell you, even though I wasn't 100% in like with that movie, Andra Day kept me watching it. She kept me watching it. Like, this is her first acting role ever. She is a musician. She is an artist. And she forayed over into acting. And she killed that shit. And her work is speaking for itself, baby. I hope she gets it. That is great. Moving on from that. Your boy Andrew Cuomo, he out here looking like an alleged predator, okay, sexual molester, sexual harasser out here. You know, women coming out left and right or whatever. One then recently went to the filed a report with the police or whatever. You know, said that one of these events happened as recently as last year, mind you, when the start of the fucking pandemic in May or something like that. I said, what, bitch, you out here touching titties? You out here touching titties and ass in the middle of a goddamn pandemic when you supposed to be monitoring this shit? Bitch, it's crazy. Like we gotta hold people accountable, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Like, you know, investigate that motherfucker. Investigate the women, do what you gotta do. But I do think that this shit happened. Just like I think that if I said it with anybody else that came up with a charge, and I feel like that shit probably happened, 9 out of 10, he done did at least once or twice. All these women ain't lying, okay? That's coming out, you know what I'm saying? And he won't resign. It's a mess, okay? And it's like 52 Democrats trying to get him to resign. Girl, it's a mess. Also, that's a mess. Sharon Osbourne, okay? Sharon Osbourne is about to get her ass fired, okay? Now, spoke on this last week when the Prince Harry and Meghan Markle interview came out, and Sharon Osbourne came out in defense and support, mostly in support of Piers Morgan. She made it her goal to put it out there that, you know, I'm supporting him. This is who I'm supporting because he's my friend. He has the right to free speech and stuff like that. Okay, but that's understandable. But when you see all the stuff that he's doing and saying and how he's coming at a person, why would you come out and put that out there like that? That's something that you should have just sent in a text message or called him up, and that would have been fine. You didn't have to put to the world that you did that, because look at the domino effect of it, okay? You didn't think this out, baby. You know what I'm saying? You thought people was going to be on your side. Nothing was going to come of it. Your co-workers wasn't going to feel away, especially when you got black people, black women on the panel with you. Okay, you have minorities with you. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming out, you know, she does this. They talked about it on The Talk. Okay, first of all, I've never seen an episode of The Talk. I've seen clips, but I've never seen an episode of The Talk, a full episode. So I just know Cheryl Underwood is on there. Okay. I remember when Julie Chen was on there, and you know, that whole big scandal about her husband out here, you know, being a sexual harasser or whatever, and she wanted to make sure that y'all knew that she was standing by her husband's side when she was like signing off on, what was she hosting, Big Brother or whatever, and she said signing off on Big Brother, this is Julie Chen Moonves. I said, oh bitch. That's what you want to do? Okay, girl. I wouldn't, but all right. I support you in silence, but bitch, I ain't putting that shit out there in public like that, so the attention can be on me, bitch. No. But anyway, I mean, I guess she got to stand by her man because that's her man. But, you know, bitch, it wouldn't have been me. I would have divorced that motherfucker. But anyway, you know, she did that, and they trying to talk to her about why, you know, this not really a good look and why people would be upset. She literally told Cheryl Underwood to stop talking and don't you start crying, because I'm the one that should be crying since I'm trying, y'all trying to label me as a racist. Bitch, when she told Cheryl Underwood to, no, don't you start crying, that would have been it for me. That would have been it for me. Cheryl Underwood is so, girl, when I see certain situations, I just realize how I'm not as mature as I thought I was, because I would have snapped off on that bitch. It would have been so many bleep, 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 and I probably would have got fired over that hole, okay? Like, no, you're not going to disrespect me, a black woman, and get upset and try to make yourself the victim, okay? And not understand what these women are coming from as to saying how this man works. Nobody was necessarily calling you a racist, but they saying that you kind of supporting one, okay? That's what it is. And you flipping shit and twisting shit and getting all up in yourself, trying to make yourself the goddamn victim, bitch. That ain't how this shit work, okay? And so after that, they want to go on hiatus for a couple of days and look into the investigation. She come out talking about something, the studio that blindsided her and set her up and all this stuff. They made them talk to her about the racism and all that shit or whatever. And then, you know, Ellen, you know, she come out saying that her and her hairstylist, they witnessed and were victims of racial situations, whatever, hostile racial situations and shit like that. So now, they gotta further the investigation into Sharon Osbourne and the situation on the set of the talk and all this stuff. So they're gonna, continue to be on hiatus until next week. And then reports come out saying that Sharon Osbourne was saying so many racial stuff, calling and being like anti, it's like, called at one point they said she had called Julie Chen a one-time slanty eye. No offense, I'm just saying that's what they said. Okay, that's what they said that she said. Called Sarah Gilbert, who is a lesbian, a pussy licker. And I was like, wow, okay. Called Leah Remini ghetto, like she's speaking ghetto, and they played the clip of that. You know what I'm saying? Holly Robinson Pete made it known that she got her fired talking about she too ghetto, okay? And I said, oh bitch, what is going on? This is a lot of shit, okay? Like, I will never forget that clip of Kelly Osbourne being on The View, and we're talking about Trump and with the Mexicans and all this stuff, and these the people that who would clean your toilet if they wouldn't be. I said, girl, what? She's like, no, you know what I mean. I'm just saying, no, bitch, you said exactly what you meant, okay? You said exactly what you meant. I ain't like that. I ain't like that. I said Sharon is gonna get herself fired because you keep opening up your mouth and you keep saying shit that you didn't do. You did this, and you tried to bring out an email that was late and did not defend the fact that Holly Robinson Pete was not lying, okay? And everybody say they know Holly, and they said that bitch don't lie like that. Not like that, not over no shit like that. So, and I don't see what the point of lying is either, okay? Like, it's just too much. Everybody can't be lying on you. You know what I'm saying? You just spoke at the wrong time and you got yourself caught up. That's what it is. Now take your little punishment. That it is, okay? Reports had came out saying that J-Lo and Alex Rodriguez had broke up, and they said, skirt. No, bitch. We just working some things out or whatever, but we still all good. Bitch, I don't know what that mean, okay? I don't know what that mean. That's coded. That's coded that we possibly broke up a little bit ago. We just got back together, whatever, and y'all missed the boat. That's what it sounds like to me, okay? I don't know, but I really don't care. Moving on from that, Kirk Franklin. Let me get into Kirk Franklin. Hold on. Okay, because let me tell you something. A video came out of Kirk Franklin's oldest son, Kerryon Rashad, okay? And he had a video of a recorded conversation. I think it was like 20 seconds or something like that he put on Instagram, and it circulated around Twitter, social media, whatever. And basically, Kirk Franklin was sounding like Pinky from Next Friday did. What you doing, nigga? What you doing, nigga? With your bitch ass, nigga? I was like, oh my God. Don't you ever fucking disrespect me, you bitch ass nigga. I said, oh my God, listen to Kirk Franklin, bitch. You know what I'm saying? First of all, Kirk Franklin's speaking voice annoys me because it sounded like he needs to clear his voice. I was like, do he really talk like that? He really talk like that. But when he let me tell you something, and I am no way like I'm not a fan. And meaning like I can take him or leave him. You know what I'm saying? And when I say I'm not a fan, it means that I don't own any of his music. I don't stream his music. I'm not into gospel music like that, but I do know some of his songs. Melodies from Heaven, bitch. Rain down, no man. Way down. Oh, now let me tell you something. And I'm one of them ratchet, heathens. Okay, when that DJ came out and did that remix to him, bitch, that shit was gone. I don't care what nobody said. That was my shit too. Okay, everybody knows Stomp and all that stuff. He do got some good songs. He really do. And one day I'ma just go ahead and listen to his catalog or whatever. Because I'm trying to broaden my horizon. I didn't grow up on this music because I grew up Jehovah's Witness, so we didn't listen to gospel music and stuff like that. So that's why I'm ignorant to these people. But I had put out there and I said, well, look at this. People be out here portraying themselves one way, and these gospel and church folks be portraying themselves one way, and then, behind closed doors, shit be just crumbling. But that's with everybody. And then I said that because we do get a lot of people that's in the church that, try to give counsel and, try to give advice and try to, coach people on how they should live their life and do all this stuff, and yet they got the dirtiest closets and shit, and their home life is in shambles. And this is an example, but it's not that extreme, okay? To it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Everybody has issues. And yes, main example of people that do shit like that, Pastor John Gray, okay? Giving counsel to people and their relationships, and he out here cheating on his wife the whole damn time. Stuff like that. But I wouldn't judge Kirk Franklin and say that he's on that level. You know what I'm saying? I did just hear him like maybe 3 weeks ago on Tamar's podcast. She interviewed him, and it was a good interview and made it seem like he had all his shit together. And next thing I know, you got him on here cussing out his son. Now, on the one hand, let me just tell you this. Yes, it's wrong to have a grown-ass man cussing out his son. Okay, listen, I'm not really here for... I wasn't surprised that Kirk Franklin cursed, okay? And that's what some people got their panties up in a bunch, like, oh, he human, of course he gonna curse and all that stuff. You know, there's a lot of church people that curse and Christians that curse and all that shit. I understand because I'm a Christian, I curse or whatever. So I wasn't surprised by that. I just was not here for the fact that he's a parent cursing at his child. And I don't care if he's 33 years old, about to be 33 years old, or if he's 3 years old. I'm not here for that. That's disrespect on both sides. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people was trying to say, I curse my kids out when they get on my nerves and all this stuff or whatever. If you have to curse at your child to get your point across, something is wrong with you. And that's reflecting of your upbringing, because you probably got cursed out. And so you don't know no other way to, discipline or to get your anger out without cursing and doing all that stuff. And on the same hand, I am not here for children, no matter how old you are, because as long as you came out of your mother and your father helped produce you and y'all are together, you are still their child, no matter how old you are. And you don't curse at them. I don't believe in that shit. Bitch, I am 34 years old and I will never fucking curse at my mom. My mom has never cursed me out in all the arguments that we've gotten into from jump. Okay, we don't do that shit. It's a level of fucking respect, and the fact that happened, that goes to show and tells me that there is a level of disrespect on both sides. Okay, and the first time that I heard this thing about this carry on, he had put out a while ago, probably before this recording. I think the week prior, he had put out something, because I seen it on the Shade Room. First of all, I did not know he had an older son. Okay, I'm not into all that. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know, but he had put out some stuff about how, he's estranged from the family. He basically cut him off. He won't talk to him. You know what I'm saying? He don't know what love is. He don't know what the affection is. That's what he's longing for from his family and shit like that. And I was like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. And so you got that putting out there, and that's just one side of the story. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people don't understand. I believe both sides are valid. Both of them, we have to understand that they're both telling their own particular truths. And we have to take that and listen to it. And I don't even want to choose sides, because truth be told, they're both in a fucked up situation. And you can tell that it's a lot of hurt on both sides. On both sides. The son feels like he was neglected. The father feels like he was being disrespected. And then you got the daughter coming out saying that they tried with him. And it's something that the son is not telling us that maybe Kirk Franklin can tell us. He's telling us about how he's been hurt and, been neglected and all this stuff. But maybe it's a side that Kirk Franklin can tell us that's going on as the reason why that he's omitting. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't see, from what I know about Kirk Franklin, the fact that he was neglected by his father, I don't see him doing that. You know what I'm saying? But it was just fucked up. It was just fucked up. I just didn't like the disrespect that obviously went on, and he kept on trying to make it seem like he wasn't disrespecting Kirk, because don't nobody just come out of the blue and start cursing out their child just like that. And I don't give a fuck how old that man is, okay? That's still his child, but don't nobody just come out the blue and start cursing out nobody like that without it being given to them first. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I feel. And it was very one-sided. He was, and this what got me, okay? Obviously it's some hurt. Obviously some stuff went on. But I feel like at this point, The son, you doing this trying to take your father down, and then you have the nerve, because that's all his, I went to his Instagram. That's all that his Instagram is about, his Instagram stories and all this stuff. You getting upset that he's getting these interviews and people are speaking on you. You want to get up out the media, but you the one that brought this to social media. You brought this issue, you brought a family issue that's supposed to be private to social media, and you opened it up for public consumption and opinions. You brought this upon yourself. You knew exactly what the hell you was doing. Okay, so therefore ain't no backtracking. Sit the fuck in it. You knew what you was doing. You was trying to get him called out, and it didn't work. Because what you're doing, you should have never put that out there. You should have been man enough to actually go and talk to your family, okay? And you say that y'all in therapy. He said that that's not the whole recording. It was so much more. He said that Kirk Franklin also records his phone calls, and, you know, but the difference is Kirk didn't put it out there. He wasn't trying to make you look bad. You know what I'm saying? You was trying to make him look bad. Yes, we all have issues in our families. We all have family drama. But why do we need to put it out to the public like that? Okay, you did that because he's a public figure and you was trying to make him look bad. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Kirk fucked up before you know, that's the only fault that I can find in Kirk. And I'm pretty sure that it's some shit that went down, and, you know, and we can probably find some more fault if we knew, but we don't. We don't. So that's what make the son look worse, you know? I just didn't like the fact that he was cursing out his son, but I don't know if the son was actually cursing him out, because he said all he did was repeat what he said. And I'm pretty sure, given how, you know, pissed off he was, I'm pretty sure he done said some shit to him. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like it could be one of those situations where they tried to help him, and he just trying to use the family and all this stuff. And I'm not saying that that's what the case is. It could be so many different scenarios, but you didn't win by doing this. Keep public, keep your family shit private, okay? Stop that shit. Moving on from that, y'all tell me how y'all feel. I know y'all finna go in on that, okay? Trey Songz, you give me Predator vibe too. Okay, you up there with R. Kelly, and I'm pretty sure you fashioned your career after him. That video of you spitting up in them girls' mouth, first of all, how degrading, why would you degrade yourself that much for Trey Songz? For Trey Songz. Trey Songz, you damn near 40 years old. You like 35, 36 years old, and you out here spitting in bitches' mouths and, you know, allowing yourself to be recorded, and you're doing it for what? What? What, bitch? Like, that's nasty, and y'all letting that shit happen. If I'm, no, first of all, that's nasty. Don't spit in my shit. It's bad enough that I gotta kiss your ass and then your tongue might be in my mouth or whatever, but at least I don't have to taste a whole hunk of spit. I don't have to do that. That's nasty. Why would you do that? Grow up. You out here looking very predatory. You predatory. You really are. Moving on from that, Anita Baker is having trouble with her getting her masters that she owed. Okay, she's contractually owed to get her masters, and they not giving to her. And so she said, "Don't stream about her music." So we not streaming about her music. Pop the CD out. The Vatican said that they not blessing same-sex marriages, but they acknowledge it, and, you know, saying it's all to the good or whatever, but they not blessing it. But yet y'all protect pedophile priests. Okay. It is raining outside. It is really raining out there. Moving on from that, update on the Uber attack. Both the girls that they was looking for, Malaysia King and Arna Kiami, or whatever the fuck her name is, they both got arrested. Now, see, here's the thing. People was like, see, why they let the main girl turn herself in, but then they arrested the black girl. The black girl got arrested because she had a warrant out for her arrest, okay? First of all, she had a warrant out for her arrest in San Francisco, and she got arrested in Las Vegas trying to use fake IDs to cash some check, move some money from Bank of America with some dude. They got arrested and charged with, what is it? She got arrested and charged with committing burglary and conspired to commit burglary, and also charged with caustic, chemical assault, and battery, and conspiracy in violation of safety health code related to the Uber attack, and the other girl, she got her ass locked up. Okay, I don't know if she locked up, but she turned herself in, and she got charged with first-degree robbery, battery on a transit employee, and conspiracy to commit a crime with a $75,000 bond. Okay, you did all that shit, and you still got your ass fucking, you facing like years in jail. And I hope she do get years. I hope they both do. Okay, because that man didn't do nothing but try to do his damn job. But anyway, moving on from that, Keisha Cole claims that she is about to retire from music after this 8th album that she put out, that she's contractually obligated to put out. She did put out a song and ain't nobody talking about it. Girl, you put that song out after the verses. First of all, you should have put it out directly after the verses and you waited a week. But and it sounded dated, but okay, girl. And Princess Love and Ray J, they called off their divorce for the second time. Stop playing with me. Anyway, y'all, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all week, okay? And I hope y'all have a beautiful weekend, all right? I want y'all to be safe, continue to wear your mask, and just enjoy yourself safely, all right? And I'll see y'all later. Peace. Just smile.